This is really special because boxing, St. Louis is always known about its boxing history. And we're on the doorsteps of a tremendous event that is coming to town. It is the revival. And we are talking about the reviving of boxing in St. Louis. And it's going to be great because we're going to have on the card some St. Louis's doing their thing. And on that card is going to be STEPHAN Shaw, who of course is from St. Louis. He is going to be doing his first professional fight in St. Louis. He's 18-2 in his career, 13 by knockouts. We're so happy to have him joining us. And also with us is the promoter of the fight, Jyrin Sutton. Fellas, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we great, man. How y'all doing, man? We good.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you here, Stephan, we have caught you just coming off of training, and now you're actually at the training table. And I think you, like you said, you got to feed the heavyweight frame here.
Yeah, man, got to feed that frame, man. Got me some good old, what's that, Chipotle back there, man. Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you feeling? I mean, you coming home. I mean, you've had a great career, but this is actually going to be your first professional fight at home where your friends, family, all going to get a chance to come out and see you.
Yeah, man, I feel great. I'm excited about the whole thing. I'm ready to put on a show. I'm ready to knock this guy out, and ready to just reign supreme and do my thing, man. God is great. God is magnificent. God is surrounding me with this fight, and God is living through me. And I'm just ready to show, what everybody know, that I'm the big shot and I'm the truth. And I'm just ready to do my thing, man.
Absolutely. Well, you're going to be taking on Brandon Johnson. He's out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He's got a record of 15-3, 8 by knockout. So what do you know about him? What do you know about him, Stephan?
Pretty much what you said. He's 15-3, 8 or 9 knockouts. He's really a smaller guy. He's really been a cruiserweight all his life. I think the biggest he's ever been was his last fight, and he fought a heavyweight, fought a guy that was like 0-4, and he actually beat the guy that was 0-4. But the guy that was 0-4, he's been knocked out all those other times. He's been knocked out all those times, but the guy Brandon, he couldn't knock him out. So what I pretty much seen, I seen a little bit. I seen he can kind of get wild. You know what I mean? From what I've seen, he looks like he's not. He's looking like a formidable opponent, but I don't think he's on my level.
Okay, all right. Well, it's going to be all taking place on March the 15th. It's going to be in St. Charles at the Steel Athletic Event Center. It's going to be really special there. And so tell us, in your career, Stephan, I mean, you come out the gates, you win your first 18 fights. Take us through your career and just how you get off on a roll.
Oh, man, my career has been great, man. Like you say, my first 18 fights, 18-0, 13 knockouts. And my last 2 fights, I'm coming off 2 losses. I lost a highly controversial decision to Efia Jagba. And I actually felt that I won that fight. And my last fight, fought a guy by the name of Joseph Goodall. And I had a lot going on in my mind. I had a lot going on. I had a lot to deal with. And I truly didn't prepare myself like I'm preparing myself for this fight. And, I still look at myself like a guy that's never been beat, even though I faced defeat. True success is when you can fail and fail multiple times, but you still show up with the same enthusiasm as a winner. So that's my mentality and that's my focus. I feel like I'm still fresh. I feel like I'm about to be world champion. And it's just a stepping stone to that. It's just a mark towards the future. And I'm just preparing myself and I feel good, man. Like I say, I've been getting great work with the former world champion and Deontay Wilder preparing for this fight. I brought in some guys from the surrounding areas for this fight, to give me some good work. I got a great deal of team. I got pretty much the team that's been helping Deontay captivate his talent and become champion over these past years. And they pretty much surrounded me with open arms and really helping me with strength conditioning, pad work, motivation, and sometimes just even going to a movie and just want to talk about my career. So I'm really in a great space right now. I'm definitely not in the same head space I was in, which was not good, my last fight. So, and I identified the things that happened and the things that went wrong, and I made the correct adjustments. And the biggest thing, man, I'm just keeping God first through it all, man, and staying prayed up, because that's what we all got to do is keep God first and stay prayed up. Even the little young fighters that's fighting on this card, opportunities might not come fast. Opportunities might not come when you want them. Just stay prayed up and have patience and just keep putting in that work, and you're going to get everything that you earn.
Amen. All right, all right. And Jerron Sutton, the promoter of this bout, the revival, talk about just how special this is. You have often said you are a traditionalist of boxing, and you're reviving all this talent that's in the area, and you show it by, like you said, bringing Stephan home to fight for the home crowd.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. That's one of the things we, kind of captivating on, the city that, start letting some of these guys be seen. So like I say, some of these guys shouldn't be able to go to the grocery store, to the gas station, getting that love, hey, congratulations on your next fight. So we got to start putting these guys out here the way they need to be. Because again, tired of
Absolutely.
seeing guys on television, and then you sitting around a guy, boxing because you're part of the scene, but you got guys. Well, who is this dude? I ain't never heard of him and never seen him. Sick of that. So we got to, take that over and bring it to the forefront. Start putting these guys out here the way they need to be.
Absolutely.
And that's tremendous. And like you say, Stephan is the main event, and you have 9 other bouts that are going to take place that night too, right?
Yes, sir. We got a lot of notable other fighters. Sharon Carter, Derek Murray. Randy Canaday. Of course, Jyrin Sutton. Brandon Martin, and, Christian Gregg, Jamisha Polk. We got a female on the card too. So it's almost kind of hard to get some of these ladies to fight. Here at the house. So we gonna expose them too.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. That's great. And again, it's going to take place on March the 15th at the Steel Shop Athletic Event Center in St. Charles. Big night of boxing in St. Louis. It's time for St. Louis to come out. It's the revival, reviving boxing in St. Louis. Stephan, I just wanted to ask you this. Take us back to your early days. Did you, in St. Louis, did you start boxing at one of the local community centers? How did you get going?
Actually, boxing is a hereditary sport in my family. I'm like boxing royalty, really, when it's in boxing in St. Louis, Missouri. My grandfather, he laid down the foundation, of boxing in my family. He was one of the most renowned trainers in St. Louis history, and he passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. So I'm pretty much a third generation fighter. So boxing is in my blood. I live it, I sleep it, I eat it. You know what I mean? I fell in love. I always tell people this. I fell in love with boxing before I fell in love with a woman. And I fell in love with my woman through boxing. So boxing is, pretty much my life, man. You know, God, family, and boxing, man. That's me, man. The family sport was boxing, going over my grandfather's sister houses, my great aunt's houses, and we used to have family get-togethers where the grown folks drinking daiquiris and the little kids in the front yard boxing. So you know what I'm saying. So that man, that's what I come from. And like I say, it was passed down to me, and I actually did start at one of the rec centers. I started at Gamble Recreation Center in St. Louis, Missouri, and then I went over to a gym in North County called North County Athletic Association, ran by a great renowned trainer, another great renowned trainer, legend, Jim Howe. And
Sir.
actually two of my little young compadres that's fighting on this card, I met them at North County, which is Jyrin Sutton. I used to call him Lil Roy Jones. I saw the greatness in that kid ever since he started. And Jamisha Polk used to be over there with us. So it's
Mhm.
all full circle. And like big bro Jerron said, man, it's just that time to really put St. Louis on the back on the map to where it used to be. That's the hence name, the Revival, because at one point in time, man, St. Louis was like the best city for boxing, and we just trying to put that on the forefront with this fight here, March 15th.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you mentioned Jyrin Sutton. He's going to
Yep.
make his pro debut in the featherweight division.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm even excited about that, man, because man, it's just like, man, it's just that's just beautiful, man, and it's just all full circle. I'm part of that era before Jyrin and Randy and Christian. So as I make my way to become world champion, they're making their way up into the ranks. And by the time they rank their way up to the ranks, hopefully I could be managing and promoting and have a big promotional company where, I captivate these young guys and take them to that world championship level, man. Because again, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about taking the young talent and putting them on the level to where they can be like a Stephan Big Shot Shaw, fighting on big events, fighting in world title contending fights and fighting for world titles, man, and being around that atmosphere of world champions.
Stephan Big Shot Shaw is getting ready. We're looking forward to seeing you fight on March the 15th. Truly, that's going to be a treat for all of St. Louis, and we certainly want to encourage them to get out and see you. And so, Jerron, how can they get tickets? How do they get to see Big Shot do his thing?
They can hit us on Eventbrite, St. Louis Boxing Revival, .eventbrite.com, or you can reach out to area code 314-893-1315. Set up. We got tickets, we got tables. Hey, this is gonna be a sellout event, so I'll just honestly promise you, I better jump on right now and get ahead of the game because this is going to be one that everybody been looking to see.
Yep. Absolutely. Steph, I got to ask you, I know it's going to be a lot of family, a lot of the Shaw family. I know I'm going to be there to support you.
Yeah, it's going to be, I got family coming from Jackson, Tennessee. I got family coming from Bloomington, Illinois. I got family coming in from Minnesota, so it's going to be a treat. And I'm just ready to shine, man. It's exciting, but I just take it with a grain of salt, and just go out there and just do my thing because I've been doing it since I was 9 years old. And to everybody out there in St. Louis, you guys don't want to miss this. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great event, man. And it's something that St. Louis needs at this time, and everybody go to Eventbrite, get your tickets, hit up that phone number, and man, about to put on a show for y'all, man.
Now, Stephan, you related to legendary Buddy Shaw?
That's my grandfather.
Oh, okay. Wow. I had a chance to interview him. Man, legend with a capital L.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That's why I say he passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. That's why I say we like boxing royalty. That Shaw name is like you related to the legendary, but yeah, I get that all the time.
Low key Kev, he's the one who actually gave me the green light to go and train my son. So at first I had I always had guys working with me. I was working with another coach, and he pulled me. We was at a national tournament, and he pulled me in the room, and he was like, "Why don't you train your son yourself?" And I'm like, wow. I don't know. He was like, I seen you work, do your thing. You're a great coach. Don't ever doubt yourself. He the one that gave me that credit, man. And I just, I'm like, if I got it from Buddy, because he was like, I ain't trying to say I beat him. I ain't trying to rub it in, but I won with Jyrin with a couple fights against him. And he was like, and he was like, hey, I give you that light, man. You were good. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing what you do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how he started with his son, just like that. Just like with my dad. You know what I'm saying? He just he took a chance and let me start coaching my boy. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, they was traveling the country together, and you know, and then he started making nothing but national champions after that,
Oh
man. And
man, that's it.
Yeah, and this big for me and Jyrin, because me and Jyrin like always looked up to Steph and his dad, Brian. You know, we kind of idolized a lot of the stuff that they did. I
Yeah.
always called father and son for information. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Steph. You know, but
Right.
I drive Steph to death sometimes. Hey man, what you think about this, that? You know, so I give a tip my hat to them guys because you
Oh
know
man.
they always gave me encouraging words and always looked out. So hey, big shout out to the Shaw family.
Oh, no doubt. When he said, I was like, man, that he's part of the Shaw family. I mean,
Yes.
that's like Angelo Dundee to Muhammad Ali. You know that Buddy Shaw. Oh my God, I remember him training Arthur Johnson. I remember all that, man. Like I say, I had the honor to actually interview your grandfathers years ago. Back in the probably in the late '80s, maybe early '90s. Yes, sir. Yep. And he was putting out a whole lot of champions then. We should say, lastly, that you're ranked number 9. So this is a big fight for you. You're ranked number 9,
yeah,
and
man,
this is
this
a
is
big opportunity for you to move up on the ranks here.
yeah. So yeah, so yeah, that's where I'm at with this, man, and I feel good. Like I say, I'm already about like 238 for this fight. I'll probably be anywhere from 235 to in between that 235, 240, might even be 234, 235 for this fight. I'm feeling good, slim and trim, lean and mean, ready to do my thing, man.
Yeah, and
Yes, sir.
we can attest to that because we know that that definitely Stephan has been taking in the black beans and brown rice,
Yeah,
getting his
man.
protein, getting that
That good
protein in.
thing
So
died.
we know that for sure. Well, Stephan, man, we want to thank you so much for taking our time, and you too, Jerron. Again, it's going to be the revival. It's reviving boxing in St. Louis. It's going to happen March the 15th. It's going to be in St. Charles, the Steel Shop Athletic Event Center. And again, you can get to Eventbrite, get all the ticket information, and come out and see Stephan as he comes home to fight, and also Jyrin Sutton making his debut. You definitely want to be there. We want to thank you fellas again so much for being on the show.